Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Here at 9:15, starting a little bit later on a Monday morning because I actually have another session from 8 to 9 with yoga home. So what we're going to use today, we're going to use a long resistance band if you have it, and a ball. And again, reminder, you can always use a bath towel instead of a ball if you don't have a ball at home. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And start standing at the end of the mat. We're going to place the ball between your knees. Have a look at your feet. Feet should be perfectly parallel, so toes and heels in one line. Start to rock forward and back. Settle somewhere in the middle. Zip the ribs towards your hips. Belly button in tight. Shoulders down away from the ears. A little bit of a squeeze on that ball. We're going to breathe in. Reach your arms up. And then breathe out. Come up onto your tiptoes. Relax your shoulders down away from the ears and squeeze the ball even tighter. Now inhale over the heels down. Exhale up. Inhale, exhale, last two, and lift. One more, up and hold, squeezing that ball between your knees, and then reach your arms out to the side, drop your heels down, drop your chin to your chest, round the spine, and slowly roll yourself all the way down, hanging over your legs. And nod your head, yes. Shake the head, no. And then bend your knees. Get your hands to the mat and walk your hands forward, breathing out as you come out into your plank. Now, once you're in your plank, you lift the head, slide the shoulders down back, squeeze the ball tighter, squeeze your glutes, and then roll onto the tips of your toes. Take the ball down to the mat, then exhale, lift back up. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Don't let your hips drop as the knees come down. Try to just pull those toes forward, pull the knees forward, but keep the hips in line with the shoulders. Stay there for 3 and 2. Last one, up and hold. Then we're going to come into a push-up. I want you to bend your elbows. Pull your elbows in tight to the sides of your ribcage. Then exhale, press the mat away. Inhale, down. Again, the hips, the shoulders, and your heads all come down in one line. So don't let the hips sag forward. Don't let the head sink forward. If you do need to modify, just drop your knees down, do a modified push-up. Rather, have you doing that and everything coming down in one line. Then letting the hips drop forward or your head hang. Last 2. And 1. Up and hold. Then lift the hips nice and high. Press into your heels. Hold your stretch here. Really try to connect your heels down into the mat. Walk your hands back to your feet. Bend the knees, round the spine, and slowly come back up to standing. Just have to check that your feet are still parallel, that one foot isn't in front of the other. And come all the way up. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, up onto your toes. Just holding your balance. You're squeezing the ball, and then reach your arms out to the side and drop your hips as you look up to the ceiling. Reach your hands up. Inhale, stand. Exhale, drop the hips. Imagine you're sitting back into a really low chair, and then lift, reaching your arms up as your hips go down. Stay there 3. Just have a little look down. Feet should still be parallel. Ball helping you keep your knees tracking over those toes. This is good for the knees. Last 2. And hold the next one down. Reach the fingertips, sink the hips lower, relax your shoulders, then peel your heels up off the mat, and then back down. So coming into your balance, so practicing your balancing. Lift and lower. Stay there 4 and 3. Last 2. Hold the last one up, sink the hips low, squeeze your ball tight. Stay there for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then drop your hands, drop your heels, come to standing. Let's take the ball away. Chin to chest, round the spine, just kind of sliding down those legs, folding forward over the legs. Let the weight of that head take that chest down towards the knees, and just swing left and right, just relaxing your lower back. Come back to the center, bend the knees, hands to the mat, walking forward into your plank. One more time. So lift the head, shoulders down the back. We're going to point that left toe and then lift it up 8 times. 7, same side each time. 6, nothing else moves. 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex the left foot, point the right toe. Lift up and down, tap the toe each time. 8, 7, hips stay level, shoulders down away from the ears. 5, core strong. 3, 2, and 1. Now flex the right foot back into your plank. Squeeze the inner thighs, squeeze the abdominals. Left toe points again. Now we're tapping out and in for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last Last one, flex foot, back into your plank. Just check everything's aligned. Last set, tapping out. 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, 1. Now lift your hips all the way up. Press into your heels. Hold your downward dog stretch. Separate your feet a little bit so they're hip width apart. And then walk your hands back to your feet. Bend the knees, round the spine. Roll yourself slowly up to standing. Shoulders and head come up last. Wrap your hands behind you. Lift the arms. Then drop your chest down. Let the arms drop away from the body. Again, nod your head. And then just hold. Let the hands come all the way down. Bend the knees once again. We're going to come back into our final plank. Walking your hands forward, breathing out. I want you to drop your elbows down to your mat. So we're in a low plank. Lift your head, shoulders down, squeeze the glutes, and then just drop the right knee and then left. Just pedal through the knees, right to left. If you need to modify this, just hold your low plank. Just really squeeze the inner thighs together. So your modification is just to hold it still. Otherwise, stay there for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give everything a squeeze. Press the mat away. Hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then lower your knees and sit back onto your heels. Stretch your arms, rest your head. Good. Drag your hands back, flip yourself over onto your back, and we're going to need the ball for the first exercise. So place the ball between your ankles, and legs are in tabletop. So knees above your hips, shins parallel to the floor. Really wrap the core muscles tight around your middle. Lift your pelvic floor. So imagine sit bones drawing together, back passage, lifting up and away. Neutral spine, so we've got a little gap under your lower back, but the lowest back rib is down. So we're not arching your back. Peel your head and shoulders up off the mat. Stretch your legs long. Squeeze your ball pumping up. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Flip the palms as you breathe out for 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. Belly button scooped in tight. If you need to modify, we pull the knees in. You can take the hand behind the head or even drop the head down to the mat. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 4 more breaths. Inhale. Now really try to stretch those legs long. If you're in that more advanced position, think about lifting your kneecaps. Really engage your quad muscles. Try to keep your neck relaxed. 2 more breaths in for 4. Breathe out for 4. Last one. Breathing in. 2, 3, 4. And out. 2, 3, 4. Good. Take the shoulders down. Pull your knees in. Turn your head side to side. And then remove the ball. Just pop the ball to the side for the moment. Extend your arms overhead. Stretch your legs out long. Big inhale to prepare. And then exhale. Lift the hands. Lift the head. Peel your spine up. And reach that wall in front of you. Breathe in. Straighten up the back. Shoulders away from the ears. Breathing out. Leading with your lower back. Belly button pulling in. Like a thread through your belly button. Pulling it down to the mat. Slowly roll down to the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Lift the hands, head, spine. Peel yourself up. Stretch forward. Inhale again. Back into our straight back. Shoulder down. Nice long neck. Breathing out. Roll it slowly back. Inhale. Exhale. Curling up. Keep the feet down as you roll up. Stretch forward. And then we're going to add a little twist. So now straighten up your back. Shoulders down. Things string out at the top of the head. And then breathing out, we're going to roll halfway back. Hold it here. Squeeze your legs together. Really stretch your legs long. Get the backs of those knees down. So you can go a little lower. And then cross your right hand across to your left hip. Left arm goes up behind your ear. And then change. So breathing out with each twist. Breathing in as you change. Stay there for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then both arms go up to your ears and then breathing out. Try to resist gravity as you come down to the floor. Inhale, stretch your body long. Exhale, rolling up once again. Hands, head, spine. Imagine heavy Velcro peeling up off the mat. Stretching forward. Articulate into a straight back. And then 1 more twist. So rolling halfway back. This time you reach the arms out to the side. Stretch your arms as long as you can. Inhale back to the center. So keep the legs squeezing together. Keep your legs long. So really open the arms out and then reach your arms far. Inhale back, open the arms out, stretch those fingertips. One more time each way, so twist, reach, and center, look up to the ceiling, lift your chest, twist, reach, back to the center, come down an inch, down an inch, and then all the way back down. Wrap your hands around your knees, pull your knees into your chest, and then hold the right knee in as you stretch the left leg out. Lift your head, lift your shoulders. Imagine you're propped right on the tips of your shoulder blades. Your chin is quite high, your shoulders are high up off the mat, switch the legs. So strong exhale with each knee pull. So they're 8, 7, 6. Belly button pulled in tight. Pelvic floor kind of scooped up and away. 3, 2. One more set of 8. Get the shoulders a little higher. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and both knees into the chest. Go into our double leg stretch. Both arms and legs. Reach and tuck. Breathe out and in. Stay here. 6 and 5. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to give that neck a little bit of support. Hands behind the head. Go straight into a crisscross. Elbows wide. Get the shoulder high up off the mat. Try to connect the elbow to the opposite knee. Crossing that knee across the body towards the opposite shoulder. Staying here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. We tap 4 times. Elbow to knee. 4, 3. Same side. 2 and 1. Change and hold. Again, 4 taps. 4, 3. One more time each side. Tapping for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last one. Tap 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the shoulders back. Pull your knees in and circle your knees around. Reversing your movements. Now lift the toes up to the ceiling. Pick up your ball. Ball in your hands. Again, you can use a rolled up towel or a weight would also work. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, and we're going to open the legs out, pass the ball through the legs. So your ball is doing a figure of 8 around those legs. Your lower back is into the mat. Belly button's pulled in tight. So here, 8, 7. Try to get the legs as long and straight as you can. Chin in towards your chest. Little exhale with each ball pass. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the shoulders back. Pull your knees in. Pop the ball to the side. Second set of scissors. We're going to lift the legs straight up. Lift your head, lift your shoulders. Hold the right leg. Left leg drops down. We're just going to do classic scissors again. 8, 7. Ribs towards your hips. Belly button in tight. Lower back down. 4, 3, 2. Now hold this last one. Get your legs a little straighter. Get your chest a little higher. Shoulders down. And pull the leg away from your hands for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, change. Exhale, hold. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the shoulders down. Pull your knees in and add a little rock side to side. Good. Place the ball between your knees again, but now your feet are down on the mat. We're going to press your lower back down. Imprint the spine. Draw the belly button in. Big pelvic floor lift. Hands behind your head. And keeping that imprint through your lower back, we're going to curl the shoulders up and squeeze your ball. So you can draw the belly button in even tighter. Inhale, lower the shoulders, relax the knees. Exhale, lift the shoulders, squeeze that ball, scoop the belly button, lift the pelvic floor. Inhale, down. 4 more here. Breathing out. And in. And breathe out. And in. So really exaggerate. It's not a really hard exercise, but really focus on that scooping, getting that inner thigh connection to help you engage your deep abdominals. Hold this last one up. Little crunch to the top. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lower the shoulders down. Now we're going to add a little cross. Right hand to the left knee. Squeeze your ball. Inhale back. Left hand to the right knee. Try to slide that hand to the top of the knee. You touch the knee and we stretch a little further along. Inhale back. Touch the knee. Stretch a little further. And back. Stay there for 8 and 7. Each time really stretching to the top of that knee. And 5. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the shoulders back. Take your ball And now lift your hips up. We're going to be balancing on our ball. So again, if you don't have a ball, just pop a towel, a rolled up towel under the pelvis. It won't be quite as wobbly as a ball, but still gives you a similar sort of sensation. Lift the knees up to tabletop. Take your hands, wrap them across your waist, really pull the sides of your waist together, narrowing everything, pelvic floor lifting. And we're going to lower the right toe down, tap, hold. Lower your left toe down, tap, hold. Lift the right knee up, lift your left knee up. Now, if you struggle with your hands wrapped around, you can also keep your elbows out to the side for just 2 more points of contact to help with your stability, but actively push the sides of your waist together. I really want you to feel that wrap, that kind of shrinking through the abdominals, like that midline of your abdominals is just really being stitched together. Now we're going to leave the left toe with the next one, so just kind of change it about halfway through. That leading leg is now our left leg. Tap left foot down, right foot down. Keep your lowest back rib down on the mat, so trying to keep those ribs down. One more time each way. Left toe taps, right toe follows, left knee comes up, and the right knee comes up. Hold. Now lift your hands up to the ceiling, extend your right arm and your left leg, really open out. That thumb should hit the floor. The heel is just a few inches above the mat, but doesn't quite touch. Again, we sink the ribs down, just make sure we're not arching that back to get the arm overhead. So breathe out as you reach, breathe in as you come back for a dead bug position, breathe out as you extend and bend. Out and back. One more time each way. Out and back. Last one. Out and back. Now holding here. Again, imagine that thread through the belly button, pulling it down to the mat. We're going to take your left knee, keep it bent 90 degrees, but drop it out to the side as that right arm goes out in the opposite direction. Pull everything back together, back into our dead bug. Left arm and the right knee drop out to the side. Come back to the center. Right arm, left knee, and center. Left arm, right knee, and center. One more time each way. Out and in. Last one. Out and back. And then just pull your knees into your chest. Stretch the legs as long and straight as you can. Hold the right leg as you let that left leg drop down. So you can get the legs any straighter. If you need to use a hand to help you stabilize, feel free to drop the hand down to the mat. Now change legs. Left leg comes into the chest. Right leg goes out. We straighten up the legs and breathe. Good. Drop the right foot, the left foot, hips up off of the ball, and roll yourself up to sitting. Change position so you're flipped over to all fours. Feel free to grab a quick sip of water here. Now, we're going to use the band for the next one. If you don't have a band, just go through the motions without the band. Or if you're a beginner, probably better to skip the band as well. Again, band's going to make it a lot tougher. But if you've been doing the classes for a while and need that challenge, hopefully you have a band. So we fold it in half and lay it across your mat. I'm pinning the band with my left knee. And my right foot comes into that loop. So again, so we're holding it under your left knee and wrapped around the right foot. You can also kind of just get it around and hold it with your hand, pop your knee there, stretch it out. Adjust the tension. You don't want it too tight nor too loose. So when you extend that leg back, there should be a little bit of tension already in that band. So you don't want it too loose, nor like you feel like if you lift it, we're going to be here for about 5 different variations, doing 8 to 15 of each. So kind of ration yourself. Make sure you don't go too hard, too fast. So lift and lower. Foot is flexed. Toes point down to the mat. Shoulders down away from the ears. Zip the belly button up and away. And really squeeze that glute on that right leg. Stay to 6, 5, 4, 3, pull the toes in towards the body, kick that heel to the back wall. Last 2, and 1. Hoe comes back down to the mat. Make any little alignment corrections, lifting the lower back or sliding the shoulders down. Tap the foot out and in, up and over, up and back. So finding that little hill, drawing a little hill with that toe, drawing a rainbow. It's like tap, lift, finding the energy. Good, stay to 6, and 5, Last 4. Again, nothing else should move. Your arms are strong. Your core is strong. Last 3, 2, and then hold the next one off the edge of the mat. Point your toe, little turnout, and lift up at a long diagonal, and then back down. Exhale, lift and lower. Just 6 more here. And 5, keep the core strong to protect that lower back. Make sure you're not bending into your left elbow. 3, 2, and 1. Now take the foot back to your midline. Square your hips, slide the shoulders down. We're gonna do some circles, big circles, like sweeping out to the edge of the mat and then back to your midline. Out to the edge, up, back, and around. Out, up, back, and around. It's like you sweep the top of that foot. Stay there for 3, 2, nothing else moves. Last 1. Just realigned. Now we're gonna reverse our circles. Take it up, sweep inwards, up and around. Up, back and around. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the right knee, sit back onto your heels. Stretch out your arms, stretch out your back. And breathe. Circle your wrists out if you're feeling any tension through the wrists. Roll your shoulders out if you feel any tension through the shoulders. Slide your band across to change sides. So now we're holding that band with the right knee, looping it around your left foot. And again, the band is optional. It's going to make it harder. It adds more resistance, but you can make it just as hard as you need to, even without a band. Now, make sure your hands are under your shoulders, arms are straight. Press into your fingertips to take some load away from those wrists, cupping the palms of your hands. And then we lift the leg up and down. Foot is flexed, ribs pointing towards your hips, shoulders down the back. Exhale with each lift. Try to make each one count. Really squeeze that glute on that left leg. Keep your right leg strong as well. Staying there for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Toe back down to the mat. Now we tap out and in, up and over, up and back. 8 more here. And when that leg goes out to the side, we need to use the corset muscle a little bit more to stabilize your spine so we don't swing left and right, following the movement of that leg with your upper body. Your upper body, you could have a teacup sitting in the middle of the back as you do this whole series. There's no movement. Last 3. Keep the bounce in it. Tap, lift. Tap, lift. Last 1. Toe stays at the edge of your mat, or slightly off the edge of your mat. Point your toe. Turn that knee out. Check your shoulders are down. And we lead with the pinky toes. We lift and lower. Up and down. Staying there for 6. And 5. Try to get that foot just above hip height. Really stretch as you lift. Make each one count. Don't rush through them. Last 2. And 1. Take the foot back down to the mat. Foot comes back in line with your hip. Right hip is over the right knee. Left hip points to the mat. Shoulders down. Now we sweep the leg out and around. So circle, sweeping out, back and around. Sweep to the corner of the mat and back. Stay there for 5 and 4. 3, protecting that lower back with strong core, strong abdominals. Last 2 and 1. Just realign, reconnect with the core, reverse the circles. So we go up, out, back and around, up, out, back and around. Stay there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And pull the right knee or left knee in. Sit back to your heels. And then open your knees out a little bit. Try to sink your ribs between your knees. And really inch those arms a little further along just to stretch out the arms. Sit back into your heels. And then drag your hands back, rolling through your spine. Lace the fingers behind your back. Lift your arms, lift your chest. And then reverse it. Lace the fingers in front, round the shoulders. Good. Okay, now take the band away. And pick up your ball and place the ball between your knees. Now we're going to do a series of abdominals in our C curve. So the whole time I want your feet flat on the floor, feet hip width apart. If you don't have a ball, you got that towel between your knees. We're going to tilt the pelvis, tuck your tailbone, roll yourself back, and imagine like an ice cream scoop has kind of hollowed everything out of your abdominals. Shoulders are down, away from the ears, nice long neck. And we hover your pinkies just above your knees with your elbows out. It's like you're hugging a big ball in front of you. Now we're going to twist, turning to the left, opening just your left arm out, back to the center. Just your right arm opens out, and center feet stay stuck to the mat. Twisting your left arm out, and center, then right, center. One more time each way. Turn that left arm out, and back, right arm out, back. Touch your fingertips together, elbows a little wider, and then come down an inch, and up an inch. Tuck. And as we scoop a little tighter, open that lower back a little more with each tuck. Stay there 4. Squeeze that ball or whatever's between the knees. Keep your shoulders down 2. Hold the last one. Breathe out. Lift the arms over your head. Inhale, lower back down. 3 more. Exhale up. Now, if you need to modify this, you can always have one hand on the knee. You can alternate the arms. You can always dial it back. Last one, and we stretch. Lift the chest. Just a quick reset before we do the next variation. Then breathing out back into our curve. Tilt the pelvis, scoop the belly, round the spine, elbows out, shoulders down, and we're going to turn to the left. Now we're going to make sure that your shoulders and your hands are facing each other, elbows a little wider, come down an inch and up an inch. Try to keep your neck relaxed. Nice long neck, look slightly up to the ceiling. Stay there for 6 and 5. Last 4, 3, little bit of a squeeze on the ball, press into those toes, 2, and 1. Breathe out, arms overhead. Inhale down. Again, option to modify. One hand on the leg, the other arm reaching overhead, or just hovering one arm as the other arm goes up. Last one. Take the hands back to the knees and stretch. Inhale. Exhale, C-curve. Shoulders down, elbows out, turn to the right, shoulders facing the hands, squeeze the ball, exhale, down an inch, up an inch, tuck, and lift. For 6 and 5, last 4, 3, didn't twist any further, 2, shoulders face those hands, hold the last one. If you want to modify, alternate the arms up. More advanced, we do both arms at the same time, aiming for 4, nice and slow. 3, get them out of your peripheral vision all the way up to those ears. 2, and last 1, hands come back to the knees and we stretch out your back. Now take the ball away. I'm going to place it to the side. Take your hands behind your knees, float your toes up into your balance, hands away, and we're going down and up. Breathe in and out for 8, 7. Modification here is just to hold on to the backs of the knees, making it a little smaller. Last 4, 3. Lead with the chest. Imagine hooks pulling that chest towards those knees. 2. Last 1. Now hold the backs of the knees. Lift the toes up. Just stretch. Take the right hand away. Lift the chest a little more. Left hand comes away. And then slowly lower your feet down and reach forward over legs. Wrap around the backs of your ankles, backs of your calves, and really pull that chest down towards your knees. Good. Bend your knees once again, and we're going to roll ourselves all the way down to the mat. Now, find your ball and place it between your knees. Find your band and lay it across your hips. So it's low, right over those hip bones. Almost like a little safety belt, held quite tight. If you don't have the band, you can just use your hands as kind of a little bit of extra resistance, almost pushing your hands down as you lift your hips up. You just squeeze the ball, press your lower back down into the mat, tilting the pelvis, and lift the hips up. Squeeze the glutes and release. Lift, squeeze. So full range of motion. So each time I want you to touch the mat and then lift as high as you can. Tap, lift, and squeeze. So we're squeezing the ball, so engaging the inner thighs. We're squeezing the glutes, wrapping the glutes around your tailbone. We're also narrowing your waist. So really wrap those muscles in around your waist. Like there's a belt that's just tightening each time you lift. Stay there for 6 and 5, 4, 3, hold the band tight, last 2, hold the last one up, little squeeze at the top, 8, 7, up an inch, down an inch, 6, 5, see how high you can get the hips, 3, 2, hold, squeeze the ball, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lift your hands up over your shoulders, pointing up to the ceiling, and then pull the band apart, elbows down to the mat. Inhale, lift up. Don't lose the abdominals, don't lose the glutes or the inner thighs. Everything else is still working, just holding still as you pull that band, stretching and releasing. If you don't have a band, just imagine you're holding really heavy weights. Stay there for 4 and 3. Keep the hips tight, keep squeezing that ball. 2. Last one, arms go up and then back to the hands, touching the floor, hips even higher. Squeeze the ball even tighter. Drop your rib cage down first, middle back second, lower back comes down third, hip bones and tailbone coming down last. Now come up onto your tiptoes. Take the band back over your hips. We're going to do the same again, but on point on those toes. So heels up. Lower back presses down, shoulders stay relaxed. Exhale, lift and lower. Just squeeze the glutes, narrow the waist. Stay there. 8 and 7. Squeeze that ball. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the last one up. Little squeezes. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold the hips. I squeeze the ball. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now band up to the ceiling, maybe shortening the band a little bit. Lift the hips even higher, zip the core even tighter. Pull your band and then lift. Squeeze that ball, towel, whatever you have between those knees. Stay there for 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now back to the hands, reach all the way behind you, touching the floor, reach those fingertips, drop your rib cage down first, lift the hips high, get through your middle back, squeeze your ball, one vertebra at a time, getting through that lower back until your hip bones and your tailbone come down, then drop your heels. And we're gonna drop the band, take the ball away, and first we're just gonna get a little stretch here through the backs of your legs, circling your feet around. And the other way. Good. Point the toes. Toes come down to the mat. Press the lower back down. Scoop and peel all the way up into your shoulder bridge. Walk your hands closer to your feet, almost tucking your shoulder blades under the body, but your ribs towards your hips. Pull your knees together. Now lift that right toe up. Small circles. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Nothing else moves. 3, 2, press into the hands, keep the hips high, hold. Now lift a little higher, reverse. 8 the other way. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the right toe down. Again, get that rib to hip connections. Narrow your waist. Left toe points up to the ceiling. Small circles, 8 each way. 7, just check that right knee isn't moving at all. The standing leg. 4, 3, 2, and hold. Go a little higher. Reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Toe comes down to the mat. Breathe in. Lift the arms up. Get the hips as high as you can. Then drop the rib cage down. Coming down in the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Heels come down. Wrap your hands around your knees. Hug your knees into your chest. Good. Now draw your chin in. We're going to roll up and come into a balance. Elbows out, rounded spine. Roll back to your shoulders, up to your balance. And again to the shoulders, to the balance. Last 2. And lift. And 1. Now the next one, I want you to take your hands away. Take your hands down to the mat. Try to reach your feet to the floor or the wall behind you. Then up to the ceiling. And then lower the legs as you come back to your balance. And again, hands to the mat. Toes touch behind. Lift up to the ceiling. And then lower the feet as you balance. One last one. Hands down. Toes touch behind. Feel free to use the hands at the lower back if you need them. Lift up to the ceiling. Squeeze, hold. And then control all the way back down and drop your feet. Sit up really tall and stretch your legs out in front of you. Flex feet, grab your band, wrap your band around your feet. and then cross it in front. So you've got a little cross in front of those legs. I want you to imagine a pole at your back. So your head, the middle of your back, and your tailbone would all be touching the pole, but we've got that little arch through the lower back, arch through the back of the neck. Breathe out, pull your band apart. Inhale, stretch. Now if you don't have a band, again, just imagine you're holding heavy weights as you pull back and forward. Really exaggerate the movements. Get those shoulder blades together. Grow as tall as you can. Narrow your waist. So just focus on really making it as perfect as you can. Exhale, pull. Inhale, stretch. So there's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arms to the front. Now big circles. 4 big circles, up and around, up, over, back and around. 3, 2, and 1. Reverse it for the other way. 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Now just fold forward over those legs and extend your arms, working into your triceps. You may need to slide a little more length through your arms to get the arms fully extended. Shoulders away from the ears, elbows close together behind your back. Stay to 6, and 5, last 4, 3, 2. Keep your upper arms up, like straight, almost parallel to the floor. Hold the last one. Now pulse your arms together behind your back. Like you're tapping the sides of that band to the side of the waist. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. One more set. Again, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand, drop your band, lift your arms up. Pull your elbow in. So you can get the fingertips together behind your back. And change position. Left elbow comes in, chin up. So you can get that bind. And breathe. Good. All right, take the band away. Just flip over onto your side. Shoulder back. Wrap the hand around the waist. Find a little gap under the lower part of the waist. Lift both feet up. Lift the top leg a touch higher. Ribs towards your hips. Hand to the ceiling. Small circles. 8 small circles. 7. Nothing else should move. Lower leg is strong and still. That's 4, 3, 2, and hold, reverse. 8 the other way. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Now flex the feet, top leg up. 8, 7. Think about narrowing the waist even more as that leg goes up. Really engaging those core muscles to give you the power to get that leg as high as you can while still stabilizing your upper body. Hold the last one. I want you to point your toes, take your hand down to the mat. Big circles, 4 big circles. Make sure that leg is sweeping to the back of your mat as well as to the front. 2, forward, down, back and around. Last one, we hold at the top, ribs to hips, belly button in tight, reverse it. 5 and 4. Keep your neck relaxed, keep your neck long, check your shoulders every now and then. Last 2 and 1. Leg again finishes at the top, and we just slowly lower those legs. Flex your feet, scissor both legs. 8, 7. So you can take that hand away. 6, 5. Ribs to hips, belly button in tight. 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs back together and drop the feet down. Just drop your knee forward. 1 big circle with that arm in each direction. I'm going to sweep along the floor. Get that hand close to the floor, all the way around. Reverse it. Big circle the other way. Good. Now flip over to the other side. Extend your arm, shoulders back. Find that wrap around the waist. Lift both feet up. Little gap where your fingers go. Hips are stacked. Hand up to the ceiling. Top leg a little higher. Small circles with top leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Reverse the circles. So think about your toe along the rim of a large coffee cup. It's no bigger than that. So it's a small controlled circle. That lower leg stays strong, but stay still. 2 and 1. Now flex your feet. Keep the heels away as you pull the toes in. Lift and lower. Keep the belly button pulled in tight. Do little checks every now and then just to make sure those abdominals are strong. Your pelvis is stacked. It's not tilted to one forward or back. Your ribs are pointing to the hips. We keep that leg long and straight. For 3, 2, last one. We hold, point the toes. Take one finger forward to help you stabilize, and we circle, big circle. So now imagine that toe along a hula hoop. Perfect circle, slow and controlled. Nothing moves through the pelvis or through your upper body. One more in this direction. Hold it at the top. Reverse the circle. Take it back, down, forward, and around. 4 more. Back, down, up, and around. Last 3. Up and around. 2. Lower leg still hovering. Last 1. And then just take the feet back together. Flexed feet. Hand goes back to the ceiling. Scissor the legs. 8, 7, 6. No movement through the pelvis, no movement through the ribs. Both legs straight, belly button pulled in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs come back together. Drop the feet down to the mat. Drop that top knee forward. Hand from the head holds the knee. Other arm reaches behind. We're just going to do one circle, one slow circle in each direction, dragging that arm along the floor. And then reverse it. Moving all the way back and around. And then roll yourself over onto your front. Elbows out to your sides. Belly button pulled up away from the mat. Try to tilt the pelvis slightly so your tailbone is reaching towards your heels. And then we lift the chest, pull your elbows in to the sides of your ribcage. So they just kind of kiss the ribs and then stretch forward. Elbows in, almost kind of taking them to the back of the rib cage. Try to keep the feet relaxed, keep the feet down on the mat. Keep your core strong, reach the top of the head so the back of your neck is long with each lift. Elbows into that W shape. Last 2. And 1. Now as you reach the arms forward, I want you to have your arms in a Y, like a V or a Y. Toes come out a little bit wider. Belly button pulls up and away. Tilt the pelvis. Pubic bone a little heavier than those hip bones. And then we're going to lift the arms and the legs, stretching everything long. Add your little flutter. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now inhale, lower down. Keep the feet on the mat. Just lift the upper body. 8, 7. Now if you need to modify, keep the pinkies on the mat. Just kind of slide in and out. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now take the hands back along your sides. I want you to walk your feet closer together. Lift the chest, lace the fingers behind the back. Lift the legs up. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the legs, drop the hands, drop the chest. Inhale. Exhale, chest up, hands together. Reach the hands down the backs of your legs. Heels together. Squeeze the inner thighs. Lift those legs up. Holding there for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale down. One last time. Chest up, hands together, heels together. Lift up, hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands under the shoulders. Sit back onto your heels, toes together, knees apart. And stretch. Good. Now, flip over onto your back. Grab your band. We're going to wrap the band around your right foot. Now, if you want a stronger stretch, fold your band in 2. And then take it around that foot. But if you struggle just to get your leg straight, maybe just a single band, just to see what works best for you. Where you're challenging yourself, taking yourself out of your comfort zone, but not overstretching or finding that you have to totally arch your back or you can't keep your alignment through your spine. Good. Take the leg out to the side. Look the opposite way. Just keep that left shoulder, that left hip down as that foot drops out to the right. And then cross the leg back through the middle, up over the body. Turn the head to the right as the leg reaches over to your left. Pull that band, get the leg straight. Feel that nerve stretch in the outer thigh. Breathe. Back to the center, switching legs. Left foot into your band. Right leg extends. Shoulders down. Try to find a little space under your lower back. Coming into that neutral spine. So pull that leg in, and breathe. Good. Leg drops out to the side. Turn your head the opposite way. And breathe there. And then cross the leg across the middle. Turn your head to the left as the leg drops out towards the right. Okay, get the leg a little straighter, pull the band a little tighter, and then come back to the center, dropping your band, crossing the right ankle over the left knee. Hands wrap around the back of the left thigh, pull the shoulders back, pull the knee in. A little bit of movement, just rocking to the left hip and then to the right. And then change, left ankle over the right knee, hands around the back of the right thigh, open the shoulders, tilt the pelvis forward, and exhale. Just really trying to keep the head and shoulders down. Little movement left and right. And then both feet to the mat. Roll yourself over. Chin to the chest, rounded spine. Then reverse it, arch the back, lift the head, lift the tailbone. And then round the spine once again. This time we tuck the toes under and lift the knees up toward downward dog. And walk your hands back to your feet, wrapping around the back, so leg nod, the head yes. Shake the head no. Soften the knees and slowly roll yourself all the way back to standing. Shoulders and head coming up last. Heels together, inner thighs squeezing, arms up overhead. Inhale, and then exhale, up into your balance. Reach your arms out to the side as you lower your heels and lift the arms behind your back. And just swing everything out. And give yourself a little round of applause. Now, start of the week, I'm going to try to add different little bits of equipment in every morning this week. So please do keep tuning in. Also got the afternoon sessions, beginners and advanced alternating. So hope that you check back in again. Please do subscribe to Get Brooked and share it with your friends. Thank you. Bye.